President Trump visits the border wall one last time to tout construction. Biden says he plans to introduce an immigration bill immediately. He's promised to stop building the border wall once he takes office. President Trump warning Biden, don't do it.
We can't let the next administration even think about taking it down, if you can believe that.
Brian, did Mexico pay for that wall?
Kinda. They put Marines on their southern border, and they also have the Remain in Mexico policy. If you do the dollars and cents, it works out. But, Juan, you know this. Every immigration debate starts...
Brian, be honest.
No, it is. Every immigration debate starts like this.
Yeah.
It says the Republicans want to secure the border, and the Democrats want to legalize illegals. And the Republicans say, let's secure the border first, and the Democrats go, no, let's legalize the illegals. So this is the thing. If you actually want to be a leader, Joe Biden, finish the wall. It's paid for. You're going to have to pay money to get out of these contracts and lay off people. And then turn around to Republicans and say, I did it. I secured the border. Now let's talk about a pathway to citizenship. Isn't that leadership, Juan? You want to write that down? I have time.
Yeah, well, I think I'd write down that I think it's about 40 miles that got built, and it was a total ruse and an attempt to stir up anti-immigrant fervor in this country.
It's working.
But, Jesse, let me ask, I think it was. Jesse, do you think that Biden should continue the cruel policy of separating children from their parents?
Well, first of all, I think that you told us that there was no border wall, so how could Biden stop construction of a wall that Trump never built? And it's beyond me, but I'll just tell you this one. Joe Biden's mandate is about this big. He ran on one thing, the coronavirus. If he sticks with tackling the coronavirus, that's fine. If he wades into this left-wing kookville about opening the borders and giving everybody amnesty, he's going to pay a pretty big political price for that. Common sense tells you during a pandemic, when you're checking people across state lines and checking people at airports, you don't let waves of illegal immigrants cross the southern border from countries that have very poor health care systems. Also, common sense tells you, during an economic calamity where small businesses are trying to pick themselves off their feet, you don't introduce a whole wave of cheap labor into the country, which is going to drive down wages and tighten the labor market. And also, you also don't reverse Trump's refugee policy, which was very strict, and have people coming in willy-nilly from all these dangerous nations and go back to what we saw with Biden Obama when we had a lot of domestic terror attacks coming out of a lot of these nations when they let them in. So if he keeps those things, I'm fine.